And I'm here with Gary Burbank, who always hears voices in his head. And I always use voices whenever he's around. What is it around about
what is it?
you?
That's kind of I'm just being very normal sitting here and watching this nutcase over here going,
Got to ask you, a story in this book, and we'll get back to Merchants and Music in a second. You were picked up as a hitchhiker. I mean, the kids these days don't even know about hitchhikers anymore.
No, you don't see that ever.
There may be some B movies that talk about that, but we don't let our kids.
Yeah.
But you were picked up by a very famous dude.
Yeah, Elvis Presley. One time when I'm from Memphis, and I was like with a buddy of mine. I'll make it a long story short. And he goes by an old panel truck, an old Chevrolet panel truck, and then he stopped after a while, and we ran up to it, and it was jumped in, and I looked, and it's Elvis. And I was young, and he was pretty young then. He was in his early 20s or mid 20s, and he was talking about his movie that was out, and he said, "What are you boys doing? Where do you want to go, Elvis? We'll go." You know. And so he took us to our house. Of course, when I got there, nobody's out front. Nobody can see what's going on.
Nobody believes
Thanks for the ride, Elvis.
Sure.
And to this day, my sister still thinks it didn't really happen, but it did.
Well, didn't he try to pick up a girl when he was driving around?
Yeah, when he was driving,
that's how it's done, boys.
Well, he wasn't picking her up. He just said,
Oh.
"Hey, man, watch this." And this girl's walking down the street, and he leaned his head out the window and goes, "Hey, baby." And this girl looks up, and she walked right into a telephone pole. And Elvis is going like, "Hey, man, you boys see that? You see that? You see that?" And we go, "Yeah, Elvis, that was cool."
Yeah, you're so cool, Elvis.
And he was. You know.
That is awesome. You know what I'm thinking? At this Merchants of Music that's going on, you'll have a lot of CDs for sale,
Yeah.
and there might be a person who might be able to pick up this book.
Yeah, if you'd
at
like to get a
Merchants of
copy of
Music.
the book, I will definitely have. I'll bring some out. And autograph them if you'd like that too. Maybe get Greg
Wow.
Hord, the author of the book, to autograph it too.
Oh yeah, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing.
We had a good
Great
time.
guy.
Yeah.
We had a great time. Speaking of those CDs that will be on sale, one of them is a compilation from Play It Forward. You can find more information about Play It Forward by going to PIFCincy, that's with a Y.org. But the CDs that you created are going to be for sale.
Yeah, this is a compilation of a lot of great music, and you wouldn't believe the music in Cincinnati until you hear this, and you think, this is all Cincinnati. And it just, like we said, shows off why something needs to be done. I mean, It's a treasure that we have. This is a great music town, but it's great music town for musicians more than audiences. I think people don't realize what kind of treasure they have.
No.
And you need to come out and see some of these local guys, because believe me, you'll find them. Go see the Bluebirds. You'll see guys that are easily as good as anyone who's ever made it big.
Amen.
You know?
And
And they've made it decently big.
Will their CDs also be for sale, Ken?
Yeah.
We're going to have a merchandise booth, and all the bands that are going to be there, G Miles, I hope theirs will be available in time. But yeah, we'll have Bluebird CDs.
Hot off the presses.
And
G Miles will come to your house and sing for you.
yeah. But yeah, we'll have merchandise from everybody at the booth there, and Play It Forward CDs, and the book it looks like too, so that's great.
Yeah.
Amen.
All
Who's
day.
on that Play It Forward CD?
Oh, everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, there
Sonny
you go.
Mormon's on the
Sonny
CD.
Mormon.
Let's see. We've got.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Well, no. I'm just.
All the brain cells that have
I
been
produced
burned.
it with Marco Sastry and Phil Combs, and I'm trying to remember.
Tickle Pink, I think.
Tickle Pink with Bam Powell's on.
You talk about Bam Powell all the time. He is one of the greatest, isn't he?
Oh, and he's a great drummer, but he's an incredible singer. You put him and Nathan. Well, we sing together. Nathan Whip, Bam Powell, and me. So what I do is I just kind of tone down, and they sound like the Righteous Brothers.
Ooh.
As long as I shut my mouth a little bit.
You're just up there for looks, right?
Oh, yeah,
you're
okay,
pretty
yeah.
up the band.
To take it down a little bit, yeah.
I thought you were going to play today, but your guitars are literally en route.
Oh, yeah. Nathan
They're flying
Witt
in
was
from
supposed-
where?
Well, I think they're en route because he called me. Was I supposed to pick up your guitars? And they were in Florida. We played a gig down there. And I said, yeah. And, I've got to go back. Where are you? Valdosta. It's 2 hours. I told you 15 times, But that's typical. That, running down musicians is harder than being on the radio and preparing a show every day. Believe me.
What kind of guitar do you play?
Huh?
What kind of guitar do you play?
I have a slide resonator, kind of like a dobro, and play regular guitar. And
saw our first dobro the other day when we had the Comet Bluegrass
Yeah,
All-Stars on.
I saw that. Yeah.
Incredible. What an instrument. You play that?
Yeah, I play that.
What a
Not
talented
as
guy
good as
you
he
are.
does, but I play it,
Oh,
And I was a drummer, and I ended up with asthma, and so I used to sit in a lot. And I was playing one night with, I think it was Sonny Mormon, And and about halfway through the song, I thought, I can't do this anymore. And you'll notice when we play on stage, everybody else is standing. I got a stool. Well, I figured, that was kind of goofy. They're all standing, and I have a stool that I have to sit on because I have asthma. And halfway through the song, I'll lose it. And so I went out and bought a set of congas. So I sit them in front of me, and it looks like I got a reason to sit. I'm thinking all the time.
And so you play the little congas every once in a while.
And certain songs I don't know the chords to. But I don't know. Anybody can beat on a conga.
I tell you what, he's a man of many talents. And we're sticking around with both Gary Burbank and Ken Bowman when we return to Northern Kentucky Magazine, right here on ICNC.
Change your style and do your thing.